Tracy and I love HGTV. When we're on vacation, if the TV's on, it's on HD television. Streaming back-to-back episodes of Property Brothers or Love It and List It, Hometown, and then maybe I'll catch 𝗵𝘂𝘀𝘀's rerun after my wife goes to bed. And there's usually a lot that, in our opinion, they get wrong on these home improvement shows, especially when it comes to giving you the real-world sense of what these renovations might actually cost in today's market without the television advertising budget.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
I'm sorry, Virginia. You can't hire a reputable contractor to frame and finish 600 square feet of basement to code in Chester County, Pennsylvania for $8,000. There are a lot of things that get wrong in these shows in HD television as they portray what the home renovation process really looks like. But one thing they get right on nearly every show is they ask the client for a max target renovation budget. This is the dollar amount they want to invest in their home improvement project. Why is that important? The host asks for the TRB so that they can make informed decisions on behalf of their clients. We've never met a client who wanted to make granular decisions about every board we purchased or piece of material that we recommend. The level of detail we would need to communicate from one side to the other would be overwhelming and would likely cause a lot of cost increases with very little additional value. Clients hire us for the value we bring in our expertise. Sharing your target renovation budget allows our team to effectively leverage our years of experience to make a very narrow range of recommendations that will keep the contract price of your project in line with the target renovation budget and your stated function and style goals. It also helps our team to provide a prompt and courteous upfront reality check when clients bring us plans and sample photos for a $60,000 basement renovation and inform us that their target renovation budget is $15,000. This polite reality check saves our clients a lot of time and undue frustration of going through an entire quoting process only to learn that their budget won't provide the outcome they're seeking, and allows us to make some cost savings recommendations or to master plan a multi-phase renovation that will meet the immediate needs while staying in line with the budget, and also sets our clients up for success and cost savings when they're ready to move into phase 2 because provisions were included in phase 1. When we're pricing out a bathroom, we can choose the $1.50 a square foot tile or the $3 or the $10 square foot tile. If our clients want high-end and we quote them very basic finishes, they might be concerned with the quality of the materials that we've chosen. If our client wants budget-friendly items and we picked all high-end finishes, that client may tell us you're out of your mind. A tiled shower base is going to be more costly than a prefabricated fiberglass or acrylic shower base. Larger budgets allow for fun features like under the tile electric heat to take the chill off the floor in the morning, but we won't include those optional upgrades on projects focused on finding cost savings. So once we've provided some ballpark numbers, we ask our clients for some guidance on where they want that TRB to hit so we can choose materials and construction methods accordingly. This saves a lot of time going back and forth making countless revisions to the proposal, only to have our clients throw up their hands in frustration with all of the options trying to make a decision. Let's look at another example. Decking. There's pressure-treated lumber at the bottom of the price range. There's also a slightly higher grade of pressure-treated lumber, which is usually where we start. There are also composite decking materials like Trex, which has 3 different levels, differing in look and longevity. The high-end decking has a much thicker skin on the composite materials and should wear longer and weather better than the thinner versions. There are other manufacturers available, but in most cases, we found the Trex products to be very consistent and easy to work with, which means a faster install time compared with the imitators. We also have several different railing suppliers and styles that we can choose from Trex to Superior and others that we trust depending on the desired appearance and budget. But again, your input on what you're looking for and the TRB you provide is going to guide our decisions as we prepare your project proposal. Now, occasionally a potential customer will ask us if we can quote a project 3 different ways, with a budget-friendly number and then a mid-range number and a high-end number, and then we'll make a decision. Sadly, that's not a service that we're going to offer. It's not uncommon for us to receive over 40 calls and messages in a week, and we enjoy working with clients who trust and value our expertise. It's simply not practical for us to provide 3 to 5 different versions of the project to each client with all the permutations of the various options. Not only is it overly burdensome on our staff to quote and track that many different variations, it's impossible for us to ask this of our suppliers. It quadruples the time involved in preparing the quote. By the same token, simply asking us to avoid the cheapest and the most expensive options and give me some mid-range suggestions is equally kind of broad and a very slow way to get to contract level details for job specifications and a scope of work. We have provided this service in the past for an additional fee, and in our experience, the customers who have asked for 3 to 5 different versions of the same project decide at the end we're going to put this project off another year or two. But often it's not because they don't have the financial resources, but rather because of decision fatigue caused by looking at too many choices and finding themselves unable to agree on which one they love. Not sure what you want to spend, or perhaps you're afraid to share your budget with a potential contractor? The TRB gives our team permission to use our experience and our expertise to make recommendations that are in line with your design preferences and desired financial investment in your renovation or remodel project. If you can't provide a TRB after we give you a ballpark, then you might do well to hire an interior designer or an architect to design your space and then send us those specifications to quote for you. Some clients have aversions to providing a TRB because they're looking for the lowest price contractor or because they have a general distrust of the construction trades and feel it's important to feel like they got a deal. And again, in that instance, you might do really well to hire a design professional who can work with you through multiple reversions of your projects and bring a formal set of plans to us and perhaps other contractors with a scope of work to quote once you've settled on exactly what it is that you're looking for. Another way that couples often come to a budget is by throwing out some large numbers and working their way down. You know, husband and wife sitting here talking, honey, do you want to invest $100,000 on our master suite? I'd be okay with that. I mean, we're planning to be here for the next 20 years. Let's create a space that we can really enjoy. Or, no way, that's crazy. We're going to buy a bigger house in 3 years anyways. We'll never get that money back out of this. So as you're having that conversation, if the answer is no way, then okay, throw out another number. What about 80,000? Nope. 60,000? Nope. 40,000? Maybe. My gut's sort of, I guess it depends what about 20,000? Yeah, sure, I'm good with that. In 5 minutes, the two of you together just determined that you'd be comfortable investing anywhere between 20,000 and 40,000 on your master suite. It really is that easy. Throw out a number to your spouse and see what your gut reactions are. See how that feels to you and think about how long you're planning to be in your house. Is this your forever home? Are you going to be there for a long time that you're going to be able to really enjoy what you put into this? Or are you focused on the resale value? So how do you as the client benefit from providing the target renovation budget? Working in this process in a very transparent manner, starting with your TRB helps our staff and our suppliers to work efficiently in preparing a proposal that gives you as many of the features, design elements, and preferred styles as possible while staying in line with your budget for this project. Your TRB streamlines the process and gets you through the design and the quoting phase and into the renovation phase faster so that you can begin enjoying your new space sooner. And it helps our team provide you with the outstanding customer service experience that we're locally famous for. What if you have no idea what this project should cost? We really value that honest conversation. If you aren't sure what a project should cost, you can share that with our team early in the conversations and we'll be happy to guide you. That's why we start our process with our virtual estimates and our ballparks. It's okay to say we have about $10,000 to spend in our basement and we're not sure if that's going to be enough to do what we want to do. Will you guide us? Our team will be happy to assist you in that conversation, asking you questions about your goals for the space, prioritizing needs, and possibly looking at a phased renovation as your family grows. You may find it interesting to note that determining what a project should cost is relative to what's important to you. Are you looking for a short-term Band-Aid or a long-term solution? Did you want $2 a square foot flooring or $8 a square foot flooring? Do you want to hire a local, trusted, reputable, registered, and insured contractor with over 175 five-star reviews and a dedicated office staff who has lived and worked in our community since 2011? Or a guy off Craigslist who moonlights as a contractor on nights and weekends? Differing answers to those two questions will lead you down a path to two very different project quotes. 𝗂𝘁 is not the cheapest contractor in our area. However, 𝗂𝘁 is one of the most reputable providers of home improvement services here in southern Chester County. It would be our pleasure to serve you as a guide on this journey.